everyone, welcome back to I Am Beauty channel, and we're going to get right into this video and we're going to discuss the real reason that you procrastinate and what you can do about it. Procrastination is something that we have dealt with some point in our life, whether it's high school, college, university, even now in your workplace. We procrastinate all the time, whether you delay decisions, whether you put off tasks, or simple fact, you get distracted with other tasks and not the one that you need to be focused on. But why do we do this? What's the real reason that you procrastinate? Even myself, I procrastinate, but I am working on it. Well, come a little closer. Let me tell you the real simple reason that you procrastinate. It's simple. It's your emotions. Yes, something so simple, but something that is so big at the same time. Whether it's fear, anxiety, self-doubt, this is the reason that you procrastinate. Tell you something, when we are faced with something that triggers that emotion, the fear, the anxiety, the self-doubt, our brain's natural response is to avoid it. Yes, avoid it at all costs. Let me just go back into my shell. Let me do something else because I don't want to feel it. I don't want to feel these emotions. That is our brain's natural response, to avoid it. It's not the lack of laziness per se, but what it really is that we want to avoid these tasks because it triggers these emotions. We go with it. I'm not ready. I don't have enough information to carry this task out. I'll do it later because I have more time and energy for it later, not now. How can we overcome that emotional resistance and start getting things done now? Well, don't look no further. I'm going to help you out. I'm telling you, it's going to be work. Yes, with everything that you want to have success in or anything that you want to see progress in, it comes with work. Putting in the work 100%, pushing when you don't even feel like pushing anymore. So if you haven't already done so, please take a moment to hit that button and subscribe to my channel. It only takes a second, but it goes a long way in supporting this channel. Thank you. One step is recognizing that emotion, recognizing what that emotion is. Is it fear? Is it self-doubt? Is it anxiety? What is that fear that comes when you're faced with a task? What triggers it? A couple of questions that you can ask yourself in this process, or when that emotion comes up, is number one, what am I afraid of? Number two, what am I avoiding? And what am I telling myself to justify my procrastination? This is where you have to be honest with yourself. Try to find the root cause of the resistance of facing that task. And then the second step is something that we always talk about, mindset, because that's where it starts. That is reframe your mindset of that negative emotion. So instead of like being scared of facing the task, reframe your mindset and look at the positive outcome of, if I get this task done, or even when I get this task done, what is the positive outcome? What would I gain in doing this task? How would I feel even accomplishing this task? What emotion will arise out of me when I complete that task? How will it help me in the long run? And if I don't do it, what will happen? How would I feel? You kind of have to have that balance. You have to know, if I accomplish this task, this is what's going to happen. And if I don't, this is what's going to happen. But what I really want you to do is focus on the positive outcome of, if I complete this task, this is what's going to happen. This is how I'm going to feel. So for example, if you are having a project at hand and you know that it's a month away, you just got what the deadline is, when the deadline is, and you know that you have to complete it within a month. Little by little, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to start today. What can I do today? Break it down in small steps. Because once you break it down in small steps and small tasks, what happens is, obviously when you do little by little, you're going to see progress. Instead of waiting till the last minute, the night before, If I wait till the night before for a task, all that anxiety comes up, everything comes up. You know what I mean? So what you want to do in this case is start off, don't procrastinate to the end. Don't think that, oh, I have a lot of time, or I don't have enough information. You do have enough information. And if you don't have enough information, where can you go to get more information to complete this task? Listen, just like how I said, break it down into smaller steps. The third step for this is recognizing that if that task is too big and you still break it down some more. So breaking it down in smaller steps so that you can eat the elephant little by little, because you can't eat a whole elephant in one sitting. You gotta take a little bit here, take a little bit there, and by the end of it, you know you have completed. Okay, so breaking it down into smaller steps, and if you can't complete that step, break it down some more, but please get started. And even reward yourself in completing smaller tasks. So if I complete this small task, I will reward myself here. And here are some ways that you can even reward yourself right here. So reward yourself in completing the task. Once you break it down smaller, how can I reward myself? So it motivates you to complete the next task and the next one. So break it down into smaller steps so that you can complete the task successfully. And honestly, the fourth step is where sometimes is the biggest step that we really need to cut. Meaning that cut the distractions. Find an environment wherever it is, whether it's somewhere in your house, whether it's outside of your house, like a coffee shop or the library or wherever. Find a place where you can eliminate distractions, where you can really put your focus. So that's turning off your phone, turning off notifications, that's closing all the tabs in your phones or tabs on your computer, tablet, whatsoever. Close them out. Find a quiet place with no distractions, where no one can bother you, where you're gonna tell your parents or tell your spouse, tell your kids, you need to complete it now. Give me an hour. I just need an hour or so to complete this task. Make your demands, and you have to also set boundaries within this step. Set boundaries so that you can complete the task, because at the end of the day, you need to complete this task regardless. So in order to complete it, you gotta find a way where you can eliminate those distractions. Finally, be kind to yourself. Procrastination is a habit that takes time to break. So what you need to do is, if you have to start over and over, that's okay, but I need you to start. That is the key. Start the task. Start whatever you need to do that will level you up. So the real reason that you procrastinate is to avoid that emotion that comes out of you, the self-doubt, the fear, the anxiety, all those emotions you're trying to avoid, the discomfort. But you know what? You do have the information. You are ready to start. And even if you're not, do it anyways, because it is a journey and you will find help along the way. You'll find more information along the way. You'll develop more along the way. But how can you do that if you never start? It's going to be tough at times, but once you start, there will be progress. You will succeed. You just gotta start and face those emotions head on, feel the discomfort, and just move on. Procrastination is not a character flaw, but it's a habit that can be changed. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to live out loud. And if you don't know what that means, that simply means living out your dreams. And until next time,